Okay, welcome to the final game of week 3 of season 25 of IDL. I am joined by... Well,
It's
I
a
was joined
mystery.
by... Yeah. Right, well, we are live anyway. As noted, that's today's match. 5 angry men and you look stunned. And here are the current standings for your very fast perusal. You get about 10 seconds to peruse the current standings before I have to show you the game instead, which will be no doubt far less interesting than what is an extract from an Excel spreadsheet.
Hey, spreadsheets are interesting.
No, exactly.
Okay,
That's more interesting than the game.
bans are coming out thick and fast
What have we
already.
got?
Instant Void Spirit ban, which is fair enough, I think.
People are highly rating the Semel Void Spirit, I believe.
It's
So,
pretty scary, I gotta say. And then instant ban from 5 Angry Men is. Thank you, Nora. Bane, which makes sense because the hero is super annoying at the moment, and you know who's annoying on that hero? It's Pizza. Pizza's very annoying. Ban off Space Cow as well. There's a couple of Space Cow players on 5 Angry Men, I think. He's just a very highly rated hero at the moment, I get the impression.
Yeah. I mean, I think Spiritbreaker is, regardless of what anyone might accuse, still a very good hero. It's I would say I actually think it's a little bit harder to draft. Because if you're running it as a 3, you don't necessarily get that immediate kind of jump or lane pressure from the get-go that a lot of 3s offer. So you need to compensate for that in your draft, and I think that's why we've seen the hero underperform so far in IDL this season. Because it is undoubtedly a tremendously strong hero. It ruins half our pubs all the time as well. But
so you think you need a 4 that applies earlier pressure then to match up with it?
Or the mid, you need to pick up those elements of wave clear and jump, perhaps elsewhere in your draft.
All right.
And you know, quite a lot of mids don't like to necessarily be the first hero to jump in.
That's true.
Either
yeah,
or you have to play a little bit cleverer, and your fights have got to be a little bit less obvious than just kind of a jump in with some stuns and kill people.
Yeah. Talking of stuns and killing people, there are an overwhelming number of stuns and killing people on both of these drafts so far. Ogre SK. Do you think that's the 5 and the
3?
3?
I would guess, which would probably suggest that James is playing 3 still, despite Sam being subbed for by Sabata, which would probably then say Custard playing 1, which isn't what I expected.
Or Custard mid Semel 1, because Semel's a decent one as well.
Possibly. I would prefer to see Semel keep playing mid, though.
Just
Tide's a decent answer here.
who's on the offlane then? Nelson. He only plays 2 heroes offlane, I'm pretty sure, and this is one of them.
He prefers not to play other heroes, but he definitely can.
It's Tide Hunter and Underlord, isn't it?
I mean, we've missed Nature's Prophet there for a start.
Oh god, yeah, of course, how could I forget? Sorry, Nelson. I mean, we got a lot of control in these opening picks already, so lots and lots and lots of stuns.
It's looking a little bit shuddery to me, the draft. We'll have to see if it sorts itself out. Disruptor ban, Lifestealer ban. I wonder whether Lifestealer ban. Guess it's decent enough against what they've seen so far, but Lifestealer's not a good hero at the moment.
No, but he is really fucking annoying.
I found the Disruptor ban almost weirder, though. Because they've already got their 5 in this Ogre, I would expect.
Oh yeah, but you can play Disruptor 4, and then early Ags can be, like, devastating.
I didn't really see Sabata playing Disruptor 4, though.
Have I seen him play Disruptor 4 before?
He's
I
played
feel like
plenty
I
of 5
have.
Disruptor, but I mean, I
But
don't think it's a good 4 either, to be honest. I
I'm
think Sanking
honestly not
Disruptor
sure.
feels like quite a weak lane. I know Disruptor's
They
got a
have a
lot of
lot of
harass, but
magical
they, yeah, but they
damage.
don't have much. They don't have much ability to kind of cover the Disruptor getting the damage out. And with the way that lane works, you want a kind of wider playing for if possible. Disruptor's more
Sure.
of a sit behind the creeps most of the time.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's a free Night Stalker game, has been called.
Yeah, but it's a free Night Stalker game, every game according to chat, so...
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll just push the Sanking to 4 and then pick it up or something.
Is SK4 a thing? I feel like I haven't seen SK support for about 10,000 years.
Yeah, I think it's not very good. So no doubt it'll be coming soon to your next pub.
Man, I miss the days where he used to just like sit in jungle and do.
10 seconds remain. 5 seconds remain.
Coming next. Rubik ban. Rubik ban makes sense. I really highly rate Sabata's Rubik, even though he didn't get to play it much.
He's very good at it, and with a Tide and a Lion in the game, I can see why they would want to prevent
He's the kind of person
that
who
happening.
will reliably steal Ravage.
Yeah, for sure. I'm interested by the Clinks ban here, because I know G is a good Clinks player, but Clinks has basically disappeared from the meta, to my knowledge.
Yeah, but I mean, I think I think it's better than Lifestealer anyway. So, I expect we'll see them pick up their other support here, though. I'd be quite surprised if they don't.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Yeah.
All right. I like it.
I still think Sanking AA is probably quite a weak lane. I think you ought to draft to take advantage of that as you look stunned, particularly given I think you know what their off lane is completely, and you've shown none of your safe lane.
Yeah.
I think you can pick your safe lane support and +1 here quite happily.
Radiant's turn to pick.
And they go
Oh
for the
my
AM.
god.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's a great AM game so far.
Yep. Yep.
I almost
He's gonna be
wonder
having
whether
the time
they
of his
should.
life.
I almost wonder whether they should pick up probably Puck now as well, because I'm just thinking about how you deal with this as 5 AM, and I would be looking at something like Puck plus PA or something like that as my answer. Like Puck's always going to have good catch for the anti-mage, and PA is a hero that has traditionally had an exceptionally good carry matchup against anti-mage.
Yeah. I feel like PA's gonna have a rough lane into Tidehunter, maybe?
No, I don't think so. I think it's
Okay.
very playable. Oh, so they've actually made that 5 Lion, which I like a bit less, in order to get this Morana in. To be fair, Trenchy was probably never going to play Lion, but I do prefer Lion as a 4 than a 5. Yeah, so
Best
they go
for
for PA.
PA? Alright.
Like, particularly with Noga, I think the lane's just very playable. I actually want to see this PA pick up a Corrosion and get aggressive in the lane.
Yeah, so you think she'd benefit more from going like a Deso BKB than a Battle Fury and
Corrosion
more
to
greedy
Battle
build?
Fury is fine.
Okay,
But you buy
alright.
Corrosion into Battle Fury when you think you can stay in the lane.
Yeah.
Yep. And you might get Corrosion. You might even also get Wraith Band. But it's the kind of it's the plan that if you think you aren't going to have to F off on jungle in your PA, you don't really want to go jungle early because you jungle crap.
Yeah. Yeah.
Instead, this is it's a commitment to I'm going to actually be a bit of a lane dominator here.
You don't
No.
think they're gonna suffer at the hands of ranged 4 and Tidehunter?
I think
Two
I think
melees
Ogre's
and-
a very strong hero.
Yeah, that's true actually. Yeah.
I think playing that aggressive into Tide may be a little bit tricky at points, but I think once you hit 6, you definitely can make very good use of that Corrosion.
Dyer's turn to ban.
So they banned the Puck, yeah, which is that AM
Yeah.
catch you're talking about. They banned the Necro, which isn't actually AM catch at all, but it's just been very good.
I think yes, Samuel plays a decent amount of it, and so does Pirate King. So
Yeah, and it would actually give you look stun such damage problems if you look at kind of their early damage. Like they don't have they've got some damage, they don't have an abundance, so I think 5 AM have a lot more early game damage to play with.
yeah, for sure.
So both teams probably still missing their mid laner, and 5 AM have the counter pick, so you look stun need to use this quite well.
Yeah,
Radiant must choose.
Bristle. Interesting.
A little bit
Why
odd, I
did
think,
they
though.
think it was going to be Bristle mid or something?
I think so, because Connor's done it before, but I think that'd be bad against AMPA. Sorry,
Yeah, but
AAPA.
what hasn't Connor run mid before?
He's run it quite effectively before. in last
That's a
IEL season, I think.
that's a different question entirely.
But yeah, I wouldn't have wanted to play Bristle here against AAPA. Like, there's a break that's going to be quite easily accessible.
Yeah, I think I would
There's
agree with that.
Ice Blast that's just, I think, very good against Bristleback.
I guess they're maybe just worried about a mid who's going to stand and just like run at them and making space for the AM in the early game.
Yeah, and causing a different kind of problem. So then I was going, you could also even pick up Timber, but you don't want to pick Timber here because AM's not going to care
Definitely
at
not.
all.
Yeah.
Dire's turn to pick.
Okay, so they do just go for Quap.
Okay. What do you
Um,
think about the quad pick here? Because when I saw the opening picks from both teams, I wasn't sure that either game would make it easy for the quap.
I think it's very hard for it to be a bad Quap game.
Okay.
There are a few elements here that make it a less than brilliant Quap game.
Right.
And namely that Quap is very vulnerable in the build plan that people do at the moment to like large amounts of physical damage, which PA offers. PA is one of Quap's less good matchups at the moment.
Right.
I think Quap's probably still favoured because Quap's favoured against just about everything, but PA is definitely one of the heroes that Quap likes dealing with less. And I mean, Ogre's not such a worry because Ogre's stun is such short range.
Yeah,
so-
that's true. But it's other heroes can set up for him with slows or longer range stuns, even if they're less reliable.
Yeah, they don't really have much in the way of longer range stuns. That's a very good Legion commander
That's
pick.
a smart pick. Yeah.
Because they were lacking catch, and I was about to say, the Quap actually compounds their catch issues, because if they use the catch on the Quap, they're not going to have it for the AM. But Legion both lanes very well against Quap, to the point where, while mid-Legion is unusual, there have been pro teams picking it to play mid this patch, just because of the Quap hero.
Yeah.
And as you allude to, it's also just very good against AM.
So it's a Legion mid?
Yeah,
Then-
definitely.
Okay. That's cool. I like it.
So Custard is
Innovative.
playing 3, so James is letting someone else play Sand King, which is weird.
Yeah, that's not the way round that I had expected it, but these things happen.
I prefer it this way round. I'm just surprised that James isn't playing Sand King. Yeah, I mean the way the mid lane matchup works here is that Quap will still be fine, but there's no point putting. You don't need to even think. You're not pointing dagger. If I see Connor put a point in dagger, then he's griefing until like level 8 or something. You just go like 0, 2, 3. And Quap will be fine once you get to like 2 points in Scream, but before then Quap should see a fair number of creeps denied because Legion's going to have the higher base damage and be able to play off the procs. If you're smart, you kind of can play so you deny with the procs and deny with like 100 plus damage, which is not really something anyone can do anything about, if you see what I mean.
Yeah.
Prepare for
I'm just thinking, Connor doesn't seem like the kind of person who's checking the pro tracker for quap builds every day, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't know if he's more interested in playing his own game
No, but
maybe
he will be thinking that Shadow Strike isn't something he's going to take here because Connor's played enough mid legion himself.
I guess is it purgeable? Yeah.
yeah, that's why.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay, that will be why. But I don't imagine Legion particularly wants to get an early level and press the attack either.
You're very happy to if you're against mid quap
Quap.
who's taking dagger.
All right,
Press
that's
fair
fair
is
as well.
free healing, like, and it's quite a bit of healing, right? It's 150 healing at level 1, and the 65 attack speed is not insignificant. For again,
Yeah, it can
outlasting
be
and
life or
denying and
death.
so on. You can
Yeah.
get 2 deny. You can get 2 hits, and again before quap, we'll manage to get 1. We'll be curious to see how Semel skills this though. Whether he chooses to go for the max overwhelming odds to have high nuke damage, or max moment, or even max press is probably still okay.
All right, 2 for 2. Nothing interesting.
So how many wards have we got on Pizza? 2.
I was about to say, if Pizza sport a sentry with her, then the SK is going to have a hard time. Does Saboteur have a sentry? He has
Oh,
one.
Yeah, he's already set up for this as well. They all know what's coming here.
Sentry wars.
Yeah, I mean, Custard's correctly taken Caustic level 1, and how this should play out is that Sand King should do very well on the first few waves.
Yeah, I know that feeling. Playing into Caustic as a baby melee hero is not very fun. Oof.
Dragging the wave position back again. Doing the right things hasn't quite worked out because of how quick the keeps have died, but there's going to be a wave pushing under tower here for the AM now, which is not a good thing for this AM lane. Like, it being double waved this early, and it's going to, it'll push even harder now because Caustic's going to go to work again.
Pop. Yep. How's Semel doing in the mid lane? How do you think the matchup usually goes?
I would expect it to be moderately Legion favoured.
Legion favoured, really?
Oh god, yeah, that's what I was saying. That's why people are picking it in the pro scene as an answer to Quab. Like, Quab will do fine because you'll get to 2
I
points
assumed
in
it was
stream,
because of
but...
the lockdown later on rather than the
Well, you've also just got
laning phase.
10 more damage.
Yeah.
And Quap can't really harass you out of lane.
Is that the case? Huh. I would have guessed otherwise.
Oh yeah, I mean.
Oh
even
god.
with... Oh, that's a very early first kill. Looks like Matt found an arrow.
James has got plenty of lane sustain, but Nelson is harassing him under the tower.
Found the arrow again, just to get
Cheeky,
harassing.
cheeky.
The arrow wasn't really worth anything because he still had fountain regen, but it'll have
It
felt
did scare
annoying.
the shit out of him. Yeah.
Frenchy jumps in and leaps.
He's got 1 leap charge left. He's fine.
Yeah, but the aim was to cancel the self, which had already got James at pretty much full health. There was a lot of cost he paid for that.
Hashtag trading. Yeah, Nelson is left alone for a little bit here as Trenchy disappears to stack and lob an arrow at mid.
No, I'm disappointed James is not buying the corrosion, which I think is a mild mistake here. They've got to find a way to get ahead of this tide and not let him stay unthreatened in the lane.
Also, have you seen Trenchy's starting items? He's got 3 fairy fires.
This is completely normal for Matt.
Not
for anyone else.
Well, just for him. Okay.
But oh god, everyone, like there's countless incidents.
Ooh, pizza might go down here. Uh-oh.
Semel is in fact doing the max overwhelming odds, like it. Yeah, one of the weaknesses of this line, pos 5, I think.
He's
But
sad and
they are
squishy.
enabling G to get off to a pretty good start, I think. He's got his ring of health
G is
coming. Yep.
CSing pretty well, yeah.
He's going to have his ring of health now, making it very hard to harass out. And I like that I like this 1-2-1 build he's done as well. Just take that 15% magic resistance, make it much harder to ever get bullied out of lane.
Yeah, yeah.
Even eats a tree, like it.
So do you max mana break if you're harassing the enemy a lot, and otherwise, what, max blink?
You know, Max Blink is normally best, I think. I'm not too up to date on my anti-mage builds. But, like, you want to be at a point when you have your Battle Fury where you also have Max Blink for just kind of max
Okay.
efficiency of farming, I think.
Yeah, makes sense.
People will skip Counterspell quite frequently, which I think is probably a mistake.
In this lane, I think it
I
makes
think
a
it
lot
would
of
be a
sense.
huge mistake to skip it here, yeah.
Yeah.
Pizza TP'd out to mid, I think refilled Connor's bottle. Certainly stole a water rune away from Semmel. I think that was a good job. And yeah, I mean, Connor's actually done a very, very creditable job out this lane.
Interestingly, most of the lanes seem to be going pretty okay, but Nelson is having a hard time CSing versus the ogre. Oh my god, what is going on, bot?
Why would you think that's a good
Okay.
Great trade with the Radiant.
Yeah.
They get the enemy core and they get a solo experience on the anti-mage.
On the
Level
on the AM,
6.
yeah. And we're very pleased. Is Fix rushing Midas? Yeah, of course he is. That's my boy. Yeah, the Tidehunter having a bit of a rough time here, top. Nice
found the
arrow
arrow
from
again
Trenchy,
there.
but
With
I'm
the
not
push,
sure they
they
have
get rid of
follow-up.
it. That's really smart from James, going past the tide to hit the Moana. Make the Moana have to leave. Stop them unloading 2 heroes worth of damage into the ogre with the gush up.
Yep.
Bring up health and
This-
everything else,
The CS on this co-op is insane. Has she been farming the side camp?
possibly.
Or
But,
is-
I mean, it's a 4. It's not enormous, this 4 difference, but it's a well played lane from Connor. I think I'd call it. Find a regen moon.
Oh, wow.
Absolute
Best mid laner
scoundrel.
confirmed.
Complete scoundrel.
Also, I've just noticed the AM has 15 fucking denies.
Yeah.
It's level 6 already.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. Oh, Connor. No, not Connor. Custard broke his
No custard.
Sandstorm. Got that a little bit wrong because level 2 Sandstorm's radius is a bit too small.
Oh,
And off to a very good start.
yeah, this is not what you want to see if you're the Dire team. Big fat AM.
James has got a Blightstone coming now, so that will help somewhat do what we discussed.
Oh, oh no, is Sabata gonna go down as well? No, okay, they back off.
I think you have to call this lane lost now if you're Dire. Sankin can probably stay in it if you use Sandstorm well, but there's no point in the AA still being there. Oh god, he's done the same thing again!
It's fine.
Custard!
It's not punished. It's not punished.
Stop it!
I can hear the bloodlust in Pizza's eyes when he uses the Burrow Strike to get in. It's like watching a Pango jump in. Just
Got a
think,
rotation to the top lane from Connor. Gush out onto
we're gonna
James.
catch-
Is he going to throw the spell?
Ooh.
Good stun.
That's a lot of
Throws the
stun.
spell. Ooh.
Ooh! Oh my god, what an arrow from Trenchy. Incredible stuff. Wow.
That very nearly killed Connor as well.
Calculated.
He's picking out that he wants to go in.
Oh, they
No,
fought
mana
the
funny
creep
spells.
wave.
This TP from Sammel's a good one.
Everyone's blocked
That's
in by
blocked by
the creeps. Oh,
It's not going to
everyone's
work out this TP because he couldn't get
playing
through to
musical
Connor.
lanes. This is very
Oh,
silly.
now he finds Connor.
I don't know what's going on. They get Connor.
They get
Nelson
as well.
might be in trouble too. Alright, easy dual damage.
So that ended up being a 2 for 2, but I'd say that ends up in favour of the Dire.
What does the fight recap say? The fight recap completely agrees with you. They
It
get
misses the James
lot
kill
more.
at the start
okay.
because it's showing a 2 for 1. So Pete's rotated mid, take an illusion rune.
Yeah, AM's totally fine, but not scared at all. And there's a nice defensive ward as well.
AM is 1,000 gold from Battle Fury.
At 9 minutes.
Yeah, AM's gonna have probably a 10-minute Battle Fury. That's
terrifying.
That's a very difficult timing to play against this Dire. Like, thankfully they have Duel. They do have counterplay. But
Yeah,
Duel is the only counterplay they're going to have.
PA exists as a hero, but yeah, it's not necessarily an easy game.
PA will be useful, but they're going to need to like duel with the PA. There's not going to be any
Ooh, tussle around the top room. Fix goes down.
not going to be any early like one of the ways that PA often likes to play against anti-mage is you wait for the anti-mage to blink in, and the moment the AM does, you then blink strike him and go to town.
Yep.
There's not going to be much of that we see here, I think.
Yep.
Tuster's got a 6 now, but Chi is level 8 and
good.
he's completely content being left alone.
Yeah, he's fine. Mind you, they're bringing a lot of heroes to the bot lane. Level 9 Semmel. He doesn't have his blink dagger yet.
Yeah, this rotation isn't going to work.
Oh, they must have seen them on the ward.
Yeah, this rotation.
He's just wasting his time.
This rotation really shouldn't work.
Yep. Pete's is just hiding.
You know what
G
works
knows
if Custody
better.
walks into the wrong place. Sorry, if G walks into the wrong place.
And now, Quap has a haste and is coming bot. Distracting. Alright,
get
they
the D
find the
ward.
ward.
But that ward
They-
paid for itself, nevertheless.
Yeah, it was a huge time waster for the mid and the 4 there, so not the end of the world.
They've recouped a bit of value by Connor deciding to run bot and also waste his time, but
He just showed his legs a bit and then ran back to mid, so not the end of the world. Legion going straight for the blink dagger here.
yeah, very necessary. And they're not gonna lack for follow-up damage.
You think that the Legion needs to go more of an initiator build when they have a Sand King?
I think the Legion needs to be able to reliably duel the anti-mage.
That's a smart idea, yeah.
Like
Oh.
I think this Legion, when this Legion has 4 items, I want to see those 4 items be Blink, Shadow Blade, BKB, and Blade Mail.
I was thinking about the Shadow Blade, yeah, because it's a good game for Silver Edge, even with the break from the PA. Nothing wrong with having more.
On
break.
most initiators, you want both a Blink and a Shadow Blade, I think, nowadays. Because often you're going to need to use the Shadow Blade to find the Blink.
Yeah, yeah.
38 denies on Gianni at this point. 12
Jesus
minutes in,
Christ.
is already, has the Battle Fury. That rotation probably slowed it down by a minute, but
That
He's off
boy
to the
has more
races.
denies than I have CS at 12 minutes usually.
well, more than Nelson does.
Oh,
Well, I'm just talking factually. Nelson has 37 last hits, just got 38. Nice.
yeah. He's not had quite as good a time, but he recovered a bit considering he had a real crappy start. AM in the jungle. Not much
PA
else
in the
happening on the map.
jungle as well. Has the full treads, has the thing, and has a Percy. So the PA is farming okay, but
There's a smoke on the Radiant top. Quop's got a DD.
there was a finger about to go out there. I don't know if you saw, and the duel stopped it.
Oh no, I didn't see.
James does die, but they do also get the duel. Oh, good Ravage.
Nice Ravage.
Custis is going to die here, I
Ooh.
think. That's a great gush as well. Stops Custis closing the gap.
Oof, almost sniped there by the arrow from Trenchy, but not quite. Custard manages to limp away. They trade their 5 and their 3 for the 1 and a lot of rotations. Meanwhile, AM is in the jungle.
Has finished treads now, I would guess. Yep. Aim is off to the races.
Choo choo. They do have a ward scouting his movement, so they can at least keep an eye on him. When did that ward go down? Who put that down? Very impressive.
Ah, yes. Nick in chat being one of those people who confuses having a posh accent with being smart.
Is he talking about your accent or my accent?
Neither. Vlupia is questioning the PA Battle Fury. I think Battle Fury is a must on PA. You're not going to outtime
See,
this.
that's interesting because like I see in a lot of games, usually it's a trade-off between being that ultra late game carry or having that earlier impact and joining fights earlier where they go Deso straight into BKB or yeah, something like that.
You will find the vast majority of high-level games even still PAs are going Battle Fury, and in this game I think you're going to need it.
Sure.
I think you need that scaling option. And I think he's going to make a reasonable timing on it still. But you're seeing now what I said, right, about PA is just such a slow jungle until you have it.
Yeah, and
You wanted to find a way for this PA to stay in a lane.
the lane was a bit more contested top than the AM's was bot, so...
If they found a way for PA.
Ooh, nice dodge there from Fix.
Who's almost got his
almost the
recipe.
same level as Nelson, yeah.
Oh, duel out from Semmel. It was a good leap there.
Thunder into the next dimension. Alright, well they got the kill. They got the kill anyway.
Because of that excellent leap from Matt. Where the first kind of third of the duel was negated by having to walk towards each other.
Yep.
Ravage and Finger abused, they do get the AA kill, but I think Peter's probably going to give the life for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is an AA kill worth both Ravage and Finger? I'm not sure.
Probably.
Oh,
It's going to become less worth it if they keep people over here. So if they keep moving people up to this tide.
AM is doing AM things and takes the tower bot.
Has a Yasha
He's got his
well.
Yasha now. Fuck me. Okay, well thank you for letting me know ahead of time that we might need to ban AM against this team.
I would not necessarily ban it, I would probably make sure you pick something that can do anything to an AM though.
Yeah, that's fair.
To be fair, I'm slightly exaggerating, but they put it all on their 1 and 2 to deal with the AM here.
Yeah, just in the draft more than in the lane.
We might still see them manage to use their tools to deal with the AM, but it's going to
Samuel showing restraint,
tricky.
not walking up into somewhere where they've got no vision despite the DD. He's smarter than I am, because I would have felt the bloodlust. Custom manages to find the co-op.
James still
But she's
400 gold
invisible.
from his BKB, a little bit behind his metrics, but just also a shitting mile behind the AM, which is more of the problem.
Shitting mile. Is that some kind of weird Imperial unit I've not heard of before?
I don't know, Empire. Also, I think I've seen some PAs now stopping at 3 points in Dagger and maxing Phantom Strike. Well, because Phantom Strike just scales
Duel
so
online
well.
in the middle. Pizza's gonna be fine. Pizza's not gonna be fine. I'm sorry I jinxed
But
you,
there's
Pizza.
there's no duel win there again, because of Connor Hall pushing the Legion off.
Yep. It's not very fun, is it?
This Legion's presumably going to find it quite frustrating how they just can't stand and hit people during duel. As well as the fact they just aren't, like, they as a collective aren't taking their duels to wherever they think the AM is. So this AM is just rolling over the game. And
That's
this
kind of
AM
what I'm thinking.
really
I'm having
is rolling over
flashbacks
the game.
to the game where we got steamrolled by the Ari Mage, where we thought we had answers in the draft, and then we just couldn't like make the rotations onto him, even though we theoretically, inverted commas, had the right heroes for it. How would you approach this as the Dire if you wanted to try and shut down the AM more? Like specific, now that there's 2 blink daggers, just sort of smoke specifically to look for the AM.
I don't know, because it's so obvious, right? Because you've taken no towers. They're in a really tricky spot where aggressive movements are so obvious because of the tower situation.
Yeah, for sure. Still, a 3k lead at
Feel like you have
19
to-
minutes isn't too
No, but it is entirely the AM.
worrisome. Yeah. Smoke
The-
coming
the-
out from the Radiant here. Oh no! Samuel gets stunned immediately as he blinks in.
4
Custer
person
gets
damage,
taken out.
Custer dying. I think
Yeah.
they need to send some heroes bot to take that tower while sitting 1 or 2 mid and holding this one.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like, maybe it's possible that G's actually so strong now that they can't fight him.
They're just gonna steamroll over the game.
I would be very afraid of that if I were Dire. I think Jen is having a great time.
He's playing PvE, he's loving it. These are my favorite kind of games where I don't have to look at the enemy team and the rest of my team do all the
Au
work.
contraire, I'm certain he's doing almost nothing but looking at his minimap.
That's true, yeah.
he
Ravage
is
of a
in
stun there from Custard, but not much follow-up. They get pizza. But at what cost? Ooh. Ugh.
And Semolina
That was
just
really
pushed
sad.
out of that fight by Nelson.
Yeah, just being run at by a watermelon the whole time. Nelson is so tanky with that hood, he just doesn't care.
Just going hood eggs. Like
Yep.
it.
Yep.
No reason not to here. You don't particularly need a blink because you just want to in this game be stood at the front and make fights happen around you.
I like it.
Jewel is a very good tool against Tidehunter, but I feel like if they duel the Tidehunter, they're going to lose.
I get that impression as well, yeah. They don't have the damage to match up with it quite yet.
Well, also, they just have no catch left for Co-op and AM.
So James is getting a BKB straight away after his Battle Fury on the PA. Do you think that's the right decision, or do you think they need the damage of the
He's read that he
Deso
needs to be able
first?
to come and fight. And I
Yeah.
guess half the point is that if you have the Deso, you probably still can't fight.
Yeah, that's true, because you'll just get blown up by all the magic damage, all controlled
Yeah,
by the
and
lion.
and the Ravage, and yeah. I think he
Yeah.
feels like he just needs to be able to commit alongside the Legion and in the BKB blow up whoever they've targeted. I think I'd almost prefer him to buy a shard after this rather than the Deso.
Yeah, I think
You
that's
could
a
maybe
good
get the
shout.
Deso after that, but I think shard is probably very, very good.
Shot
here.
is very good this game, yeah. I have a stupid question.
I also want
Does
to just
Shard-
point out that Quap is second in net worth still.
Oh yeah, she's still
AM
more-
is taking
she's-
all the farm that AM wants, and Quap has still just found plenty themselves.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. You cussed it. James over to go.
Yeah, I mean, keeping up with the Battle Fury PA though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
While
He's
turning into every fight.
farming very, very well.
Sorry, you
Oh,
were
and
going
he
to say
scored
something.
most of Lincoln's now. Oh, yeah, I was gonna ask. Would the break from the fan of daggers work against the magic resistance of counterspell,
It would remove the magic resistance element, yeah.
but not the
wouldn't stop
active
the
portion of
active.
it? Aha, that's what I thought. And would it remove mana break as well?
Yep.
Wow, the more you know.
Breaking AM's quite good.
Yeah.
Here comes the duel
Ooh.
on the Quap. That's a dead Quap. Perfect. The moment I start complimenting Connor, he starts dying. Let's go.
And making the game a bit more competitive. Pizza is hanging around like they plan on... Oh, they know she's there! Oh no! Rest in peace.
AM is most of the way to Ascari.
Fucking hell. Gee, can you calm down?
But the flip side is PA is actually keeping up on farm now.
Yeah.
Not caught up, but as in GPM wise, over the last 5 minutes has done about the same. I was 4k behind before. It's actually slightly less than 4k behind now.
Yeah. But the AM just took a tier 2 tower for free at
Yes.
24 minutes.
Yes, from the moment you know where the Legion commander is on this AM, if it's nowhere near you, you do whatever the heck you want, I think.
Yeah. Which is interesting because there's not so many Radiant wards that would be scouting that kind of activity, but... Oh no, there is one by the Roche Pit that probably saw them. Huh.
Hey, duel and kill the Titanhunter now, nice work. Chi has a hard game ahead of him, Stephen's saying. I presume, Stephen, you're referring to the Legion and PA as the catch and kill. But Chi is also a million miles ahead, which is helpful.
Ooh,
Although
brave
now
jump in there from
now only
James.
3k ahead of James. James has done very well since he got to this Battle Fury.
Yeah, he had a
Both
bit of a rough
farming
start,
and
but
playing with his team.
yeah, he's caught up a bit.
Dyer
And then
is-
now looking to
Dyer
take some
actually
towers.
even on net worth. Showing a bit of a
They've
renaissance. Some of that is,
put it
you know,
back.
the fixed Midas.
Ah, fix. Never
But
change.
we'll also kind of add 2k to Radiant's effective net worth, if you see what I mean.
Yeah. AM is level 20.
Yeah. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Trenchy and Sabata are both level 11 still.
It just
Jesus.
feels like it feels like Chi's actually waited too long to start coming to these fights. I'm
A little
genuinely
bit now.
feeling.
His team
Because
have
his
lost a
team
couple
are
of
actually
fights.
losing fights. Yeah.
Oh, James might be in trouble here.
No. Gets the
He gets his
BKB off.
BKB off.
And in fact, again,
Oh my
the
gosh.
AM's too late turning up to this. When they look back on this, they ought to have been like the moment AM had Manta should have been turning up, I think, because AM was the strongest hero in the game, and you can't fight without your AM.
At this stage in the game, definitely not. Not when he's a huge portion of their net worth.
Yeah, and you've got Jack saying something similar in chat. The AM is the lead.
Yeah.
Even though there isn't really a lead
And
anymore.
it sounds like James is stream sniping, listening to your advice, because he did go for that shard before the Deso.
Well, he's doing sensible things. And actually, they're pressuring tier 3s here.
Yeah.
Dyer are the team pressuring tier 3s pre 30
After the
minutes.
obscene lead that
They're going,
G has.
They're going to get the first tier.
yeah,
Hands up, who was betting on this 5 minutes ago?
I mean Connor is pulling a
Oh.
Lacanos and split pushing, but
James getting stunned, got fingered, got Hex. James is on.
Oh my gosh,
300
he's so
he's gonna
low.
die, surely.
Oh,
Good
what a
Yules!
wow, whose Yules was that?
Custards, I think.
Nice one, Custard.
AM in the back lines. They find the
Oh
jewel
no,
on the AM. They
he's
find
been
the.
locked down.
They're getting with the PA.
Oh my
They're gonna kill
god.
him. And that is not how this AM's first fight turn up was going to look.
Oh my god, the Dire are all so low.
Connor
Okay,
does
they
at least
they managed to, yeah.
James, but I agree with everyone in chat now. I think this is Dyer's game now.
Woo. The
As
mental
bizarre as
damage
that
from
seems.
losing their racks in that fight. Oh no, are they gonna catch the Quap?
No,
okay,
they're
Quap
not.
is fine. Quap is fine. Run, Custard,
I
run!
think Custard actually is in a bit of danger.
That's a Custard TP, if I've
Yeah.
ever seen one. It was a good try. The fight continuing.
And Fix is going to die
They've caught
here as
Fix.
well. Yeah.
Yep. Or is he?
Yes.
Yes, he
That's
probably
not
is.
Kaneman
Yeah,
Quap.
there he goes.
Well,
Oh my
I
God.
say I think Dyer have got the advantage now, and
You immediately cursed it.
several heroes die.
The graph of this game is gonna look like my heart rate watching
This is
it.
what
It's just
being an
gonna
Alliance fan feels like then.
I don't want to talk about it. Anyway,
I'd like to see Connor pick his shot up. But this Lincoln's... I want to see Connor use it on the AM as well as himself.
oh, what's the Quap silences when she jumps thing? Is that a talent?
That's the shard.
That's the shard.
Damage and a silence on both sides of your blink.
Oh yeah, I see it. I see it. Yep, yep, yep. And it makes like a clicky noise instead, and scares the shit out of me every time. Yep, yep, yep.
Yeah. And again, it's on both sides of the blink. So
Ah,
you can do some quite memey things. I'm surprised.
very value.
We don't actually see people buy overwhelming blink on quad more because it's very funny. Overwhelming blinking in and then just normal blinking out.
Alright.
Smoke
Dire
out
have
from
smoked.
Dire, but they haven't brought the PA with them, which is exactly the same mistake that I think Radiant were making for quite a while in this game.
I guess if the PA is visible on the wave, it makes the smoke a bit less sussy, but looks
Doesn't
like
look like they're gonna find anything.
Radiant is gonna group in smoke as well.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. Yeah, Peter's got a smoke ready and is calling it very clearly. And there's the counter smoke. Dire's smoke's about to end.
Nelson's got something on the courier.
they
What's on the
re-smoke.
courier? A blink.
They re-smoke.
Nelson's got a
but
blink now.
Semmel isn't in the re-smoke. And there's a
Oh,
wrap
they're
into
going
it.
for the wraparound.
Pizza smoke just broke, Custer smoke broke. MLS used. Custer gets hexed.
Oh no!
Ravage stops the Legion jump. They end up dueling the Tide. That's not what they want. So James is trying to connect with someone, but has lost most of his health now, actually. Quap's back in. It's a good mana,
Sid finally gets his epi off, but everyone else on his team is dead with no buyback.
3 for 3. Fix is going to go down here. I think Custer's dead as well.
Yeah, I think so too.
And that's a full 5-man team wipe.
Woof. This is...
The
Oof.
Ravage did a huge amount of work there in changing the dynamic of that fight, as well as AM getting onto the AA very, very early.
Yep. Yeah, Samuel was really unfortunate as well. Like, he blonked into Ravage again. And then, yeah. Couldn't figure out which of
Oh, and he
this
has
was
a
the real
BKB.
one, I think.
He's got to use the BKB on his jump,
Yeah,
I think.
preemptively, yeah. Oh, are they giving up on the Roche attempt, or are they coming back for it?
I presume they're going to do it because they're tied
Yeah.
up and they've got Aloe as
They're
well.
thinking about it. They're thinking about it.
Yeah,
There we go.
This should make this very easy. G just doesn't want to tank it. He's got his Basher,
Understandable.
has an MKB queued up. And is going to be the one taking the Aegis. Oh, that's what happened to the PA. The great Aloe. Off the back of the Ravage, so PA was just out of the first half of that fight and then got hit by a Quap ult and went very low.
Oh, yeah, that's very sad.
They found a Mindbreaker, which the PA is using. That's a great item. Like, you get a jump on the Quap or the AM with the Mindbreaker, and they're going to have to use some kind of defensive item immediately.
Yeah.
Or just lose half their health.
Yeah, or you can catch them out if they've already used it.
AM moving across. wonder if James is feeling like jumping that one. Probably not.
Apparently
'Cause he
not.
doesn't know where the rest of the people are, and Sam was
Yeah.
there, but
Oh, there's a DD top as well.
They will fall before me.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oof, James has got to be careful farming here, or he's going to get caught. Okay, yeah, he makes the wise decision to get the fuck out of there.
Ethan Allo! If Trench has noticed that, he hasn't.
James has got his Deso, so he's got some opportunity just to blow people the fuck up. All of the net worth differences on this AM.
Yeah, and AM is one of those heroes. It's not quite Alchemist, but you do expect it to play from ahead, net worth wise.
Yeah.
That's the point
Yeah.
of the hero. But this is definitely further ahead.
Than you would hope.
Yeah. And some of the net worth gap is being hidden by the Midas Ogre, who's now ahead of his own +3.
Oh. Yeah, sounds like Figs. Going for the Hex next.
The prize is mine.
The Gush stops Samuel getting in for the duel. But they're not really going to go for the duel anyway, I think, not against
Yeah.
Aegis.
Poor Samuel has had
If
so
Aegis
much
was down, they might have taken the
blink
jump.
interrupt. Yeah. It seems safer just to protect from high ground at this point.
Yeah, I think if Aegis is down, you can pop both the BKBs on the PA and Legion and just kill that AM in a duel.
Mm.
I'd actually like to see Quap or maybe Mirana pick up an Ethereal Blade.
Interesting.
And E-Blade
I like it.
AM if it gets dueled.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, AM's not going to take, like, there's not much magical damage on the Dire, and AM's not really going to fucking take it anyway, even if it is E-Bladed. And
Yes,
you're not going
very
to be able
true.
to Yules and Halberd and stuff the other heroes, because they should be BKB'd.
So G has gone top, and I think Dire know that, so they're chasing the rest of the Radiant team here, but... Suddenly he's back. Ravage out.
Oh,
Oh
that
my gosh.
Quap ult!
Dire team just evaporate to a beautiful 3-man co-op ult from Connor. Fix is in a pickle now as well. That's a team wipe. Didn't even pop the Aegis.
There was a lot of good stuff that happened there. There was a great, like, Ravage and great jump by Gianni, and then Samuel did a really clutch job finding that jewel. Because I think PA was going to die otherwise, and then it looked like they were turning that around, and then the Quapple ended the fight.
Yeah, suddenly everyone just popped. Ugh. So, very suddenly, or maybe not so suddenly, the Radiant have a 14k net worth lead.
Oh, AM did indeed, as Nick rightly points out, actually win the duel there.
Did he really?
Yep, there's 30 duel
Cheeky
damage on the
lad,
AM.
cheeky lad. He's only got 40 seconds left on the Aegis, but I don't think it's
I think this
hugely
is
important.
a lane.
And Custard decides to walk into an arrow that had been flying for like 20 seconds.
Gotta help Matt's damage figures. Dire did the right thing there. They didn't even try and prod or anything. I hate seeing people like prod and just give free kills away
Risk,
when they
yeah.
when
bleed
they've got
kills
no realistic
away.
chance of changing the high round pushes outcome. 5 seconds on Aegis. Very, very good discipline there. If he'd got, stunned up or anything for even a moment or two more, he'd have been taken down.
He would have been in a
Aegis
pickle.
popped and could
Yep.
have died.
Yep. Basher now coming out on the AM.
MKB it was. Already had the basher. Just got full MKB delivered.
Oh Christ. Yeah, fuck you, PA. I guess.
Yeah, it's a big impact there. PA expecting that though has gone for the armor corruption talent as opposed to the additional blur evasion.
Very smart.
Worthy tribute.
Yeah, I feel like PA's not had the opportunity to pick up an item. She's been trapped in the base for quite a while.
So they're gonna make a smoke play, try and find something. Might catch the lion. I think they do catch them. Ooh, might be a bit too
Oh
late.
no, not really who you want to get, but I guess they'll take anyone at this point. Are they gonna find
Lana?
Trenchy?
Oh no, they're not gonna find anything in Finland.
Oh.
Oh no, they do. They get the
They
lion.
get pizza, but
And that's a dual win. So Legion now has 90 dual damage.
oh, they might have Trenchy now as well. He's out of leap charges.
AM's in the background,
AM
kills the AA.
Yeah,
going for the-
destroys the AA in the meantime.
Going for the ogre now, and of course the MLS just meant that the AM could do that freely. Gets stunned to shit, dies, and Dire's cores are out of there. Another favourable trade for the Radiant.
Who now have a 20k net worth lead.
And we are back in the territory where AM is expected to just carry this game.
Yeah.
Very close to being kind of fully slotted. As in 6 slotted, and then presumably getting shard and...
Man, you know what? I should learn how to
Sector.
play AM.
AM blinked in on the Legion, and it's actually just going to kill the Legion?
Be
No.
absolutely fine.
I thought
Custom
AM was
misses
going to
his
kill the
stun.
Legion.
Epicenter interrupted.
Well,
Blown up.
may not have killed the Legion, but did kill Custard. And there goes half of James's health. And actually, because of the MKB, James could have run away.
Oof. We got buyback from Fix and from Custard here, but nice stun, but what was BKB'd? They're gonna get Nelson. Can they get any more for
There is
it?
no AM response. They get the duel on the AM. They kill the AM.
Good. Very
An
good.
arrow came in from Matt, but just a moment too late. But I think that's incredibly important. But I don't think they're gonna get anything else.
Honor has an Octarine. Is that standard progression for Quap?
It's definitely a perfectly valid option here.
Alright.
The reduced blink cooldown is good. It increases the blink range, which actually is significant. And obviously just more of all of your spells is never going to hurt.
Exactly.
He's also taken the level 25 spell block talent, so it's almost impossible for this Quap to ever get jawed now. With the double Lincolns.
Yeah, that must be frustrating as hell for the Dire team.
Well, Semal actually
Okay.
blinked in on the Quap there, and then was like, hold on a minute, I can't duel this.
Oh, James gets a DD, but Roche isn't up yet. For 9 seconds! Oh,
You know it has to be in a moment, James, that's how it works.
oh no. Go back, check! Check again, please! Oh no.
Isn't
Is
Hex?
he going back? No.
Isn't Hex just better on Quap? No, in answer to your question. Jack, no, it definitely isn't.
I suppose if you already have enough control, all you need is damage sometimes. They know that
You
the
just
Roche
also
is
just-
up.
Like, you often see people wear the Octarine, you often see them buy an E-Blade here, you frequently see a Shivas or an Axe as well. I'd say Hex is actually probably the least common of the options. I'm not saying Hex isn't valid or is wrong. I actually think Quap has a huge amount of build paths you can go down that are perfectly reasonable. What I will say is that this MKB that Connor has queued up isn't one of them.
For enemies.
Okay, both teams know Roche is up. The Dire have just scanned them out. They know where... the Radiant know where the Dire are, they just scanned them out.
I think this is a dead AA.
Double smokes.
No?
Oh!
Great
Lovely
Ravage.
Ravage.
To stop the duel. That's
Oh,
an AoE
no.
Finger of Death and everyone's just dead.
Oh, that's so
Oh, it wasn't
sad.
an AoE Finger of
Custard,
Death, it looked AoE.
Custard managed to get his stun counterspelled. Fix gets out, but... Oof. That's a dieback on Custard and Sabata. Radiant are just going to take Roche. There's not really much that the Dire can do about it now.
Yes, Nick, I did say the word wrong.
Whoa.
What did I say
We
before
never-
that? I said
never used
I
that
wouldn't.
word here.
Well, I literally said before that I wouldn't by any means call it wrong.
Deviant, unconventional, unusual, but never wrong.
No. Let's be clear. I said I wouldn't by any means call it wrong. That doesn't
Okay.
count as calling something wrong.
That's the opposite of that. Yeah.
Context matters.
It was brackets ... wrong.
Oh, I also think actually probably the most common item for a Quap to buy at this point is Refresher.
Trenchy has a fucking Wind Waker? Okay.
'Cause every core nowadays buys like a 5th or 6th slot Refresher if they don't already have one.
Yeah.
Because you just want more BKB.
Oh my God.
That was a beautiful play from G.
James is literally stunned for 10 years.
They find the arrow. It is heading for the PA, so G very cheekily abyssals him into it.
James desperately saving up for an Abyssal here. But I think
Yeah, and
he's
Semel's
saving
going
for
for an AC,
buyback.
but I don't
Oh no,
like he's already used his buyback.
Oh, he's
yeah.
already used it. Ah, well,
Semel
I'm
needs a
awake.
halberd.
I'm fully awake.
You can't buy AC on Legion here, you need a halberd. You need somewhere to break these Lincoln's effects. And if you do by some miracle halberd the AM, then you get to celebrate.
Yeah.
Shadows take us. Regeneration.
Nick is only half paying attention apparently, but that's what I expect. I played Dota with him.
He's about as awake as I am, which is not very.
Well, when you play Dota with Nick, what I normally find is you say something to him, then about 30 seconds later he'll say, "Oh, sorry, what?"
Oh, Tabata and Pizza having sentry wars here. Oh, Nelson taking a lot of damage. Oh my god. She just jumps in, gets bursted down, but
James dies for it.
James die bags, yeah.
So I don't think I'll be
Custard
too
about to
upset
die
about
as well.
using the Aegis and giving up the jewel there.
Oh. Oh dear.
And that's game.
Oof.
There we have it.
But that was a roller coaster. The Dire almost made a comeback in the mid game, almost, but didn't quite manage to overcome the obscene lead that G had farmed up.
And
So,
even
yeah.
when they found the jewels on the AM, every time there was a quapple that did 2/3 of both the heroes that had jumped on top of the AM's health.
Yeah,
And
Quappa's a very
frequently
good
Ravage
cover.
as well. Wait,
it
hold
was a
on. Did you
smart
say
pick.
Quap's a good hero?
No, I said
You
a good
can't-
cover.
Oof. Oh, you can't say Quap's a good hero. Nick'll have heart palpitations.
I didn't say that. Don't worry.
Like we talked a lot about the AM, but actually, highest kills, highest assists, joint least deaths. It's the Queen of Pain.
Don't go getting the wrong impression.
Still a shit
Don't
hero.
pick Quap in your pubs.
Still a shit hero, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, just checking. Yeah, anything else interesting to call out on these stats? We got. How about the stacks? Everyone likes knowing about stack information.
I would love to know the
3,
stack
Sabata
information.
with 4. Everyone else is 0 or 1. Bit of an underwhelming game from a stack perspective, but hopefully game 2 will give us more of that joyous stacking action.
Well, I know who I'm not picking in my next IDL season.
Any of these supports with these fucking 1s
Any of
and
these
0s on the
supports.
stacks.
Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Wait, good lord, that's a lot of sentries bought from both sides.
Yeah. They had a good battle over who got to see the Sand King. Unfortunately, frequently it was Radiant who got to see the Sand King, and Dire then did not get to see the Sand King.
Game coordinator is being updated.
Alright, we'll push it back to the splash screen and go on break until the next game.
which I can respect. Just saying, Pizza has opted for Radiant instead of Pick. Okay, looks like the lobby is about to kick off, but Nathan still isn't here, so I'm gonna try and make some interesting commentary about the draft by myself. Okie dokie. Let's see if the same picks and bans come out. Five Angry Men taking their time. No Tide Hunter. Which is an interesting one for me. Stunned agree that Void Spirit just isn't worth it, which I think I would agree with. Five Angry Men ban the Space Cow, presumably because of the pick order this time. They won't be able to ensure it for them. No, they would have been able to ensure it with the first pick, but... Oh well. Stunned are stunned because they weren't expecting Five Angry Men to ban the Space Cow this time, but what do you think about that, Coco? She doesn't have anything to say. That's what I thought. Thunder really thinking about this first round of bans, huh? Okay, they opt for the Quap, which is fair enough. Five Angry Men pick the Bane. I think Sabota's a pretty decent Bane player, if I remember correctly. I think I've played with him recently, and he had some really disgusting saves with the nightmare saves. Or maybe I was watching the game. I don't remember. What year is it?
5 seconds remain. Radiant must choose.
Purge. Okay. Interesting. Not sure why it needed first pick. Oh my god, this is the beginnings of the most toxic team I've ever seen. Disgusting. Okay, so I'm assuming that's a trenchy Pudge. And maybe a 3 or a mid Viper? Oh, I can't change the screen, I'm afraid. That's on Nathan's end, so you're just gonna have to listen to the sound of my my voice. Yeah, so far it's a Bane for Five Angry Men and Pudge Viper for You Look Stunned. Five Angry Men opt for the PL. Personally, I hate PL. I ban him in all of my pubs. Viper and Pudge maybe not so great against the PL. But I feel like maybe picking PL this early means that Stunned have enough time to draft a decent team around him. We'll see what 5 Angry Men ban to protect this PL. They're still thinking about it. They're thinking a lot. Custard is using his singular brain cell to its maximum capacity. If you're in Hertfordshire... Oh, no, wait, he's not in Hertfordshire anymore. If you listen closely all across England, you can maybe hear the whirring of the neuron. Just a singular neuron. Chugga, 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 chugga. They banned Sven. Because Sven cleaves down illusions. It is now You Look Stunned's ban. What are they thinking? We just don't know.
10 seconds remain. 5 seconds.
I'm trying to think what other carries do well into PL. Because all of my usual shit fucking hates him. I guess a really fat PA with a Battle Fury, maybe? Alright, You Look Stunned bans Mars.
Seconds.
Right, another ban from 5 Angry Men. They're still thinking about it. They banned Bristleback. I guess Bristle doesn't really care too much about the illusions, and the tick from like the bristly back can quickly chunk down PL illusions if he gets gone on. Yeah, you're right. Medusa and Lash are pretty good versus PL. Ember Spirit. Yep. I just ban PL every game, so I don't have to think about this stuff.
It is Dyer's ban.
Okay, they banned the Swag Fiend. That's interesting. I've seen Semmel play it before. I wonder what they're protecting with these bans. Yeah, okay, so 5 Angry Men agree with who I think is Illidup, that the Ember is good here. So I wonder if You Look Stunned are thinking about the Medusa here, because I feel like that's definitely the kind of hero that G can play to its full extent. Blah, blah, blah.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Lena taken out of the pool as well.
Seconds. 5 seconds remain.
Alright, it's pick time for You Look Stunned. What are they gonna bring to match with their Pudge and their Viper? Hopefully another horrible pub hero. It's a lion. That seems like a good shout. The Hex and the Stun seem useful. 5 angry men have a Rubik for Sabata, presumably, though I wouldn't put it past Connor. No, wait, that's the wrong team. It's
10 seconds.
Connor's on the other team. Don't mind me. I'm very tired.
5 seconds.
Alright, waiting for another pick from 5 angry men here. It looks to me like they've got their 5 a Bane and their 4 a Rubik already, and their 1 with the PL, so they're probably looking to get their 3 here. It's hard to get a 3 when you don't know what you're laning into, but they're gonna try. And they've picked Beastmaster. Okay, Beastmaster Rubik lane sounds like a humongous pain in the ass, so I can see that being strong against quite a few different heroes.
Hello. Hi, Dan.
And I can think of Custard as a reasonably
Oh,
accomplished
there we
Beastmaster
go.
player. Oh,
Hello.
hi, Nathan.
I'm back.
We've got some interesting picks. Oh my giddy aunt, it's
I
Naga Siren.
think this PL is going to have a very miserable lane against a
I-
position 3 Viper.
I hope so, because I hate PL.
I think the Naga's a little bit of an odd pick as well.
G is very good at Naga.
Yeah, but I think that might also have a bit of a miserable lane.
Yeah, I was just saying that I think Rubik Beastmaster seems like quite a nasty lane.
Yeah, well, we've got a Steven in chat, so he can tell us. But
Beaver, impart your wisdom.
I think this looks like a bit of an. Oh God! Oh, I've had the splash screen running the whole time.
Yeah, you have. It's fine though.
Oh,
I've been
sorry.
trying to write to paint a word picture.
There you go. Everyone, there's the draft. I hope it matches the picture you'd been given. It would have. However, Yam, it would have been really funny if you just narrated a completely different draft.
That would have been funny.
Oh, that's a first pick, Timbersaw. A bit of a brave pick, but
Okay.
don't often see first pick Timbersaws out there. But
Alright, everyone's banning Lesh now because there's too many illusion heroes.
yeah, well, I think Radiant feel like they have their answer to illusions in the Lion. I think it puts a lot of pressure on a position 5 Lion playing against a Beastmaster who's going to be doing their utmost to make sure there's vision of this Lion going into every fight, but
5 seconds remain.
I hope this game doesn't last 4 hours because I feel like with 2 illusion heroes it might do.
They're very different types of illusion hero, though.
That's
PLs
true.
are like clustered, while Nagas are like, haha, my real hero's in the base, while there's an illusion cutting each of the creeps behind your tier 2s. Enjoy.
Yes, Naga players are classy and refined, whereas PL players are gross and smelly. Sorry, PL players. I don't make the rules. Okay, Conquer.
Don't actually think that that's that good of an answer to this Naga Siren.
No, you don't?
No. Because again, Naga's quite different to PL. Naga's illusions are far more durable. And what Naga wants to do is, you know, either split them up or will just cluster you with the hero and 3 illusions, Riptides all over the place. And Skadi and Kunkka is going to actually quite struggle to clear those, I think.
Interesting. Okay. Do you think it would
Would have
vary
been a great
with...
pick for the Radiant, though, so potentially a bit of a denied pick.
Yeah? Do you think that it depends on what the Kunkka builds? Like, if he builds a really physical damage build, then it might be different, or...
I don't know what I would... But then I also...
DK.
I don't like that either.
I don't know how to interpret all the silly noises you're making, Nathan.
I don't like that one either.
Okay.
I can't work out. I mean, if DK pops off, right? DK can be very good against PL because you can get to the point where you're in, you know, your level 3 or 4 dragon form, maybe with a Radiance because Connor will buy Radiance, and actually just attacking the PL illusions with 100%, or I think Black Dragon might be 150% splash damage.
Ugh.
And PL illusions aren't tanky in the same way Naga ones are, even
Yes.
at the best of times, right? Like
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like PL illusions take like 800% damage or some slightly not over exaggerated amount, I think. How much is it? Juxtapose illusions take 650%, right? Naga illusion on the other hand is it
Yeah,
300%?
Yeah.
350. So I mean that's
It's
a
not.
significant difference in tankiness, as well as
Yeah.
the item paths they go down tend to be slightly different. And I think Naga's stats probably a little bit better. I don't think either hero is particularly naturally tanky, but certainly Naga illusions often feel, far harder to clear out.
Yeah.
As well as the fact they also just have a lion who's going to get AoE Hex or Shard and clear out illusions quickly.
Yeah, I was trying to remember what the Lion Shard was, as if it was an issue for
Multi-target, is it the
illusions.
multi-target mana drain, or is it just the BKB on mana drain?
I think
Yeah,
it's the
multi-target and
BKB on mana drain.
both.
Oh, okay. Don't you know what? Don't listen to me. Just read the instructions. I don't read the patch notes anyway.
It's only 3-target mana drain, so it's not like it would actually be far more difficult for the Naga to deal with than for the PL, right?
Yeah, I think I
ironically.
agree with that.
But again, and that's just these difference in how the illusions work.
I think the most important thing to say here is that 5 angry men really win the cosmetics war. Like, this Pudge is basically naked. It's disgusting.
Yeah, but Samuel's making me really hungry.
What? Why?
Look at his fucking sponsor tag.
Oh yeah, chicken Kyoza. Fuck you, Samuel. No, now I'm hungry
Like,
as
fixes
well.
is McDonald's, which is mildly
Oh,
frustrating.
no.
But, like, Chicken Goyo, like, there's a fucking...
Stop laughing at me, Samuel.
There's a chain restaurant. There's one in Birmingham Station. What's the place in Birmingham Station that does fucking... Like, someone in chat will know. I'm not asking you to talk about Birmingham Station.
I think I've
it
only
does,
been
like-
there, like once in my life.
Chicken Goyo's a tanman and stuff like that, and it's
Oh,
fantastic.
that sounds good. Okay, we have to stop talking about food now, or I'm gonna eat my leftovers from
Yeah.
today.
Well, I've got lasagna that I need to go get
Oh,
at some
mate.
point.
Okay,
was a
everyone
little bit of
misses
a
their
mistimed
spells.
hook.
Yeah. There's a lot of illusions. Pizza has 2/3 health. It's fine. Everything is fine. There's a cheeky... Both teams have a cheeky lane ward.
Everything is fine, everyone is rubbish.
Yep. Yep. I think we can agree with that.
So I think this mid lane matchup should be relatively even. I imagine maybe slightly DK favourite, but
Oh yeah, it's gonna
Samuel
be
gets
really
the deny,
boring
so.
because it's a
I think
DK lane.
we saw it either already this season or maybe the end of last season.
Yeah, if I stop talking, it's because I've fallen asleep watching the mid lane. So just yell really loudly to wake me up again.
Well, can I suggest watching one of the side lanes instead?
Yeah, that's probably a good shout. I think both of these side lanes are probably going to be quite high on the kill potential. Do you think?
I think Radiant are unlikely to score early kills in their safe lane. But I think this PL is just set up to be the most miserable man in the world.
Yeah,
Not because I expect this PL to die.
but that doesn't mean he can farm effectively. Yeah, I think I agree with you.
Like,
Yeah,
no
poor
last hits
James
off
had
the first two
lanes
waves.
two games in a row. Oh.
But just, if we can all just agree, fuck off Lane Viper. Miserable hero to play
Amen.
against.
Quite frankly, offlane Viper pickers should be banned from IDL on moral
then-
grounds.
Oh god, no James, you can't farm your pull camp, you need to pull with your pull camp.
Oh my god, he's had enough. Level 2 and he's had enough. Oh, poor thing. I can't blame him. He didn't have any CS on the first couple of waves.
I
Fix
can't
is
blame
just
him either,
leeching XP.
Unless we see James pull out his patented I'm behind better queue up a Midas strategy.
He's got Tread's defusal queued up.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I won't blame him until he queues up a Midas. But is he going jungle level 2? You can't do this.
He is doing it.
Where is he going?
He's for a walk.
Is he going mid?
He doesn't have a TP, so maybe he's walking bot.
Wasabi, there we are. Thank you, Sean.
Conker and DK are just slapping each other in the mid lane.
Yeah,
Literally
he's
nothing
actually
is happening.
just gone.
Oh my god,
bot.
he's walked bot. Poor thing.
No, I think
Yeah.
this is.
Custard's
I
TP'd
almost
up to
think
take
this
his
is
place.
terrible because I think Pierre will still have a terrible time down here, and I think Beastmaster's
Yeah.
going to have a terrible time top.
Yeah, he might have a slightly better lane this time though. Like at least he can walk up to the lane where to get the CS at all, whereas like he was way too scared to do that in the top lane. And if Custard is a pro, which he's not, but he can try. He can maybe get CS with the boars or something. Oof,
Somehow
yeah,
actually got a
the
bit of a decent lead in the mid lane.
I was just looking at the CS and it looks. I mean,
It was a
as
way
you might
pushing
expect,
in, so.
given the musical lanes, the angry men are really struggling in terms of CS compared to their Radiant counterparts. G is off to a swimming start.
Yeah, it's
He's a
funny
happy
because he's playing
chappy.
a fish.
That was the joke.
Yeah, but jokes are funnier when you explain them.
Aww.
Trust me, I'm an expert on humour.
What's oh yeah, that's true. You make me laugh anyway, that's the important thing. Ugh, okay. Despite the super toxic laning situations from both teams, there's not really been any kills. It's very quiet.
That's
I'm
a 1K
gonna
net
fall
worth
asleep.
lead.
Yeah. 5 minutes. Oof.
Like, Chenchu keeps, like, cancelling hooks. I think the moment he lands one, it might be that first blood you're looking for.
You jinxed him.
So I forget Matt's never hit a hook in his life. There we go,
Yeah,
actually,
it's
it's an
true.
activity.
That should do it, yeah.
That'll do it.
Custard made the mistake of thinking that he could possibly look at the creeps against a Viper. Gets spat on for his trouble. Pepe spit.
They get some good harassment now.
Yeah, they do. Actually, a lot of harass,
But
but
that's a
good
death.
hook from Trenchy.
It's not.
Oh no. Ooh. Run, Custard, run!
Oh, Fix goes in
Body
for the body
blocks
blocks.
there.
What a bro.
Very nice. Commend Fix.
Now, if there's something I remember about Five Angry Men, it's that they love pauses.
Why is that?
So I think we should pause. Ah. Connor finds a double damage rune with his rune guessing shenanigans.
Ah, that
He's already
means
in a
it's
boat and used dragon
Roche
form,
time.
so he's I dare say Roche is up.
The PL's actually doing okay on CS now. Like, he's not doing great, but he's getting something.
Yeah,
Beastmaster's
the lane
struggling.
control from the Radiant down here has been a bit underwhelming, and yeah, James is starting to work his way back in. Beastmaster struggling is what we expected, I think. Almost feels like a waste of the Bane here, though. Like, Bane is such a powerful laner, but you can't do shit here.
Yeah. Would you put the Bane bot as well and just like aggro try or something?
I would have done earlier. Now I think that's just taking experience away from the PL.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think the Bane needs to, I don't know, go stack or some shit. Just let the smoke come there. I think the full Custard's gonna die though. Yeah.
Ooh, Sabator's gonna die as well. Oof. 2k net worth lead at 7 minutes, all of a sudden. Oh god,
Oh
missed the
wow,
kill
they're gonna
top.
kill on Trenchy.
Watching Naga CS,
They
yeah.
got a run down there, yeah.
Very nice.
And maybe,
How's this
I think
Viper
they get
gonna-
Nelson here, yeah. I think
Oh,
they do
yeah.
this. Viper is not a tanky hero. The number one answer to dealing with a Viper.
Oh,
Even a
Custard
very
might
strong
tick
Viper.
down though. Oh, very close. He survived on 50 health there.
Helm of Ironwell doing work.
Yeah.
Yeah. The answer to dealing with a Viper is to hit the Viper.
Yes. He is surprisingly not very armory and not very tanky for a hero that spits out so much bile.
Oh, and Samuel's killed Pizza. And it looks
What is
like
going on in the
they're going
dire
to kill
triangle?
Connor as well.
Connor doing Connor things. He's got some dragon's blood. Oh no,
Zap.
there's the zap. Okay.
And, you know, are you even playing Rubik if you don't say Zap when you cast that spell?
It does more damage if you yell zap.
We got some stacking coming out. Stacking! Oh,
Oh, he missed the ancients.
I was going to say beautiful, but it wasn't.
Sag.
It was barely tolerable.
In fact, I'm reporting Sabato on principle alone. I guess the PL doesn't want to take stacks at this point anyway. I guess they're for the Conquer. Conquer who found three bounty runes in the Radiant Triangle.
And the net worth
Whoop.
lead now is down to less than 1,000.
Stonks.
And we'll just pull up a graph here.
Oh yeah, let's see it.
That's the bit where they get the kill
Give
and
it
they
a
take all
sec.
the bounty runes.
This game is super quiet.
I'm not clear why Connor is farming the enemy. Oh, because he's blocked it. Oh, it's such a classic Connor move. And Sabato again stacks the hard camp. And Semel comes to clear the hard camp. So if we look at some net worths now, Semel is actually number 1 on net worth, followed by
Oh.
the 3 Radiant Cores.
They see the DK with an Invis rune, but they don't have any more sentry. Oh no, they do. He's just not using them. Okay,
No, well, they're not going to kill him now, I think.
I think that's fair.
They're not
Yeah.
doing 1,500 damage. He is, however, going to stun Sabato and then very gently hit him once. and
Boink
Dragon's
dagger
dead.
out.
So did you say boink dagger?
Yeah, he's got a boink dagger. Oh
Is
shit!
that what
Stuff
we're
going
calling
down
Trumpler's
top.
Toy?
Yeah.
Trenchy's
Oh my god!
dead.
Oh, Trenchy almost
And
got
they're
out.
gonna
But
kill
sniped
Nelson
by
as
the
well. Wake the
ball.
ball up! Wake the ball up! Oh, the grip. But here comes
Custard
Pizza.
doesn't want to go near him. Ravage! Oh, Pizza's not level 6 yet. Might still get the kill?
No,
No.
Helm is
no.
good.
And now
Pizza's
is
dead.
taking a lot of damage from the creep wave. Very sad.
What is
double kill on
disappointing here
Fix.
is that Fix doesn't even have a Midas queued up.
Fix, what are you doing, mate?
Denying the mid tower from Semel, but nevertheless, Connor's done a good job to get that down early. And one of the things we saw in the last game was, you know, the importance of having these tier 1 towers
Early
down at a reasonable
towers.
time.
Yep. Yep.
What is Connor buying?
That is a good question.
Is it going to be Blink? Is it going to be Radiance?
It's
Is it
gonna be
a
Radiance.
Midas?
It's gonna be Radiance. I can feel it.
Meanwhile,
Well-
James is quietly, you know, caught up.
Blinking away, yeah. I was gonna say that
Custard's about
the
as well.
net worths of the cores are all looking pretty
Pretty sorted
even.
now, yeah.
Yeah.
And Gianni, I don't know whether he's strong enough to split his illusions yet. Because he was farming alongside them with the hero. I don't know when you get to the point you're strong enough to.
So I
Split them.
was told probably a long time ago that so that it's not relevant anymore, that the best thing to do is split them, 1 with you and then 2
Yeah.
to farm another camp.
That's the normal thing, certainly at roughly this stage.
So I have all of my control groups set up to do 2.
I don't
And
know
then what-
whether they are strong enough yet. Is my question. You know, whether he
Yeah,
actually needs to
but I
just
mean he's
roll.
level 10 and you can jungle from level like
Yeah, so
4
I'd
or
expect,
5.
I'd expect you could split them.
yeah.
Um,
Semel's got his omelette and he's rearing to go.
he's got Omelette. He's going Halbert.
Yep. DK just doesn't give a fuck. He's got max
No.
dragon blood. He's just 12 armor. Woof. He doesn't care at all.
Been nerfed
That's
that
how
last
you
patch,
counter
it's very
conquer in
sad.
lane with all the Tidebringer shit.
Well, they nerfed
Right.
it last patch though, and it actually really hurt the hero. It made Dragon
Yeah,
Knight a
I
lot
know.
weaker.
I mean, last patch it was unbearable. Like,
Yeah, but now Dragon Knight's pretty shit as a hero. 3 dire heroes top,
Near
and then just
river.
killed Fix, I think.
yeah.
Oh, no,
Oh, no,
they-
he's
they-
okay.
Just decided not to, and now Pizza's
There's a
gonna
Fiend's
die, I
Grip
think.
on the Viper
And
under the tower.
Nelson's gonna die. And so yeah, Pizza's dead. Are they gonna
Pizza's
get
dead
Trenchy?
as
I
well.
don't think they get
I-
Trenchy. They don't get Trenchy.
Don't think so. Yeah, Saboteur has Dismember and not Hook, unfortunately.
But 5 AM playing, you know, a much faster tempo than last game. And doing a great job in aggressing into this Viper.
Yeah, as much as I like Nelson, I can't be too sad to see a Viper suffering. And now Beastmaster is doing Beastmaster things and slapping towers. They're trying to defend it. It's got...
I mean,
It's not got much health left.
reputedly one of the easier towers to defend, these offlane towers. But they're also just quite unimportant. They don't really give you any additional map access or control or particularly spot out rotations because of how short the lane is.
Yep. Looks like both teams are looking to fight here. Nelson might be in trouble again with the Dismember.
Oh, the hook! That was so...
Was blocked by a creep.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be so good.
Yeah. Custard.
Yeah, get pizza as well.
Oh my god. Poor Pizza gets completely blocked into the corner there. Unfortunate.
I've been dreaming of this moment.
And they finally finish off the tower. Okay. Naga is gonna get the tower in exchange, but this Kunkka is looking rather large.
Chonk. Yeah. I mean, I don't normally comment on people's appearance, but
I saw the chicken gyoza he's been eating. What can I say?
indeed. Jack in chat giving us the Viper suffering poggies, and then Nelson suffering poggies.
Jack, that is sick and twisted.
So
What is
says
wrong
our
with you?
community manager,
Ooh,
who's an expert on being sick and twisted.
absolutely.
Wait, there's hook on Lubick?
Ooh,
Oh, yes.
Fennel, be careful, there's a lot of heroes mid.
Yeah, but they didn't have damage problems right now.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure 3 heroes can still take him down though.
If he gets both
Oh.
off, he's probably walking away.
He's finished his halberd already. Very nice.
Going for the crit now. This is a very standard build path for Kunkka. I think this is the #1 build path on Pro Tracker.
Oh, there's the pause.
Can I have a restart?
Can I have a restart? No. Fix your toxic.
Well, we discussed earlier how 5 AM have a problem with pausing.
That's true. That's true.
Do you love me?
For a brief moment, I thought you meant the game. No, we've not
dear.
restarted an IDL game partway through since the season 13 finals, where Illiderp accidentally abandoned.
Accidentally.
Yeah, about 5 or 6 minutes into the laning phase. Very much accidentally. And some negotiations were had about, if we're going to remake, then you need to give us X number of bounty runes at the start and give us first blood at this point. And so it was very silly shenanigans, and resultingly they haven't been repeated.
Is there a VOD of that? That sounds fucking
No.
hilarious.
Unfortunately,
sad.
it was pre us archiving things on YouTube.
Oh.
This is why I like casting on YouTube, so I don't have to remember to download it from Twitch and upload it to YouTube.
Yeah, yeah.
I say
Oh,
me. I think
dear
it's mainly
me.
been Biggles and Jack who have been doing that this season.
Ugh.
Breakblade seems pretty good here. For Conquer is that, Jack? Because yes, but Beyblade is pretty good all the time for Conquer.
Yes.
Aww. Connor's boring. He's gone Blink and he's going Halberd. What happened to fun Connor?
Somebody else is playing from Connor's account. I'm calling
At some
it.
point in the last 2 years, Connor's, something has changed in his mind, and he's gone from being, crazy to being boring.
Oh, wow.
That song did not work.
No, it
And
did
the
not.
boat just killed Nelson. And then Connor's stuck in the middle of the rest of them, and then Semmel's actually just murdering Gianni.
Yeah. Despite the
Trenchy's being murdered by Custard and the crew. Custard and the crew.
I don't know what's going on.
Let's rename his
Fire
band.
have won the fight.
Screw whatever they're called at the moment. Fellowship. We should rename them to Custard and the crew.
That gives a very different vibe.
Oh, they mess up the X combo.
But I don't
But
think
they might
it's gonna
still kill him.
matter. Oh no! Rubik's
Yeah.
taking a lot of tower damage. They get the counter kill.
Was that
Probably
a
not
Vot kill
really,
from
though.
Rubik? Or something?
Possible.
It looked a lot like... I need the death summary for this hero. Rubik, damage from Rubik. Yeah, 345 rot damage. That is brave.
Wow. Alright. The Radiant are on the chase here. Fix and Semmel doing the delta split to avoid the chase. Run, Fix, run!
And he did.
Oh, cheeky TP. I just hope Semmel gets out without being hooked. He's absolutely fine.
Trenchy didn't know where he was. It's nighttime, so vision is crap.
He's also halfway to a Crystallis now. And there's a DD top. You know what that means? It's Roche time.
For whom?
Yes.
Probably the Beastmaster lineup.
Yeah, I think so.
And
There are a lot of Radiant heroes bought, but there's no tower to be taken.
we're doing a quick roundup then. So on the PO, we've got this Diffusal and a Yasha going into Manta. Naga has the full Manta and is going back for the Diffusal. That's the normal order on Naga, so that's pretty good. Also has 6 Clarities.
I understand that. I respect that.
I mean, I appreciate the Clarities a lot. I would just like to see he hadn't got one bowling at the time. I was just a bit like, I like them, but let's use them then.
Oh, great hook from Trenchy. Saboteur's in trouble.
Dead. In dead.
Yeah, he's dead. He's dead.
In dead. Blink coming out for Trenchy. Custard.
Ooh.
400 gold from the Overlord. Tell me what till the crystal is finished.
Semmel is being an excellent distraction here.
Lens on
Mid.
Fix, and Fix has now got his favourite neutral item, Fellow Stone.
It is the best neutral item.
Also a type of pastry.
Now we're talking about food again. I'm hungry again.
Lens
Why
on
would you do
Focus,
this?
Sports. Pizza's going to blink. I like blink instead of lens there, I think that's fine. Nelson's almost got Greaves, but Nelson is so squishy. He's quite underleveled,
Yeah.
I think.
I was gonna ask, what do you think of the build? I don't know what the
Underleveled.
standard Viper build is.
I think
Do you think it's the
build
right thing
is-
to do?
As in the skill build is fine. I'm not sure about the items at all.
Yeah, the item build, I meant.
Yeah, I'm not convinced by the items. To be honest.
What would you build in this situation?
I don't know. I think the mech probably is fine. I wouldn't be finishing finishing Greaves often feels very underwhelming unless you have a bunch of other items or there's something fantastic to dispel, which there isn't here.
Okay.
Because the Greaves recipe is, I mean, it's 1500 and you've got to buy a buckler as well. It's a lot of money. And
Yeah.
now his inventory just looks a bit daft.
What do you think of an Atos here?
It's not exciting, is it? I think a halberd.
Yeah? Okay.
I'd like him to be the one buying a halberd, not Connor.
Connor had a Maelstrom queued up. He's going for a Maelstrom.
Yeah, good. I don't want Connor buying them. Well, I don't necessarily want to buy Maelstrom either, but I didn't want to buy halberd, so. I would have
It's a
probably gone
TP
Midas
top.
Link on Connor here.
I think they're trying to catch this Kunkka, but Kunkka's fucking out of there. He is gone.
I like to get to the big splash attack as early as possible on DK.
Is that the Ags?
I think it's the Ags where it becomes silly, yeah, but just being able to use level 3 dragon form is pretty
Ooh,
nuts.
fight breaking out mid. Nelson looks like he's in trouble again, just
Yeah.
taking so much damage from this Conker, who's got a Crystallis now and is a third of the way to a BKB.
And Nelson's at about half the net worth of this Gunker.
Very sad.
Ah, Scryus with the call of what Viper should be buying here.
I didn't want to say the G word in front of you because I know it upsets you.
It would have been also just a terrible purchase here, so... Right on numerous accounts.
Versus a PL?
If you want to spend over 6,000 gold on an item that isn't going to make this Viper event particularly survivable or anything like that,
And,
then you'd be my guest.
A long range... Does it interrupt Fiend's group?
No.
No, okay. I can't remember how half of the channel interrupts work these
It's a
days.
root effect, so...
Okay.
Yeah, I think Stephen is right with the Maelstrom seems pointless, Black Dragon would deal with the PL. I agree, I think. It is a bit daft if you do somehow at some point get a Mjolnir and the Black Dragon. Like, PL just doesn't really have a game, but... Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this Maelstrom.
Custard is pushing.
Custard is a Beastmaster. If he's not pushing, then he's doing it wrong. Although, where the heck is his...
I think it just
Helm.
died to a bunch of Naga illusions.
Okay,
Oh my god.
no.
Nelson, run!
Quick, Operation Saving Private Nelson.
Trinity has to salve him, oh dear. Looks like the Dire are pretty well set up to take this tier 2 though, and I'm not sure the Radiant have much to contest them right now. There's a 7k
can't.
lead now, and the score is 4-15, I only just
Naga's buying a
noticed.
heart. I think that should be a Skadi.
A cheeky hawk there. But it is under tower vision. Well, tower, it's true sight. There we go. They see it. It was a good idea.
Ah! In the Chinese client, Roshan is translated as some symbols which mean Rushan.
Yeah.
Phonetically, but means
It is
Meat
literally
Mountain.
Meat Mountain, yeah.
Excellent, right, we're calling him Meat Mountain from now on. Guys, on which note, we're 23 minutes in the game and we haven't seen the first Meat Mountain yet.
I mean, I would describe Conker as a meat mountain at this point. Like, he's huge.
Nah, Kunker's lots of small pieces of meat wrapped up in various pastry bundles.
Oh, Nelson's gonna fucking die. He just gets taken down by a level 4 brain
And
sap.
that's a good grip. Trench has
Fix-
to blink in and die in order to stop the grip, and Connor
but
dies
it's
anyway.
not
And this
enough.
Naga isn't going to be online in time. I think this is
She's top of the net worth, but it's
this
not
is probably
enough.
this is probably a lane of X here.
G doing what he can, which is just split pushing.
Oh, why are they leaving? What on earth?
Because they're babies.
Cowards. Nelson TPing in onto the Sabata. He'll just get stunned and Sabata's going to walk away. You'll notice I called him by his proper name, the Sabata.
His title.
Well, there was only one of him.
There are many
and
Alexes.
he's
Far
very
too many,
unique.
actually. But there's only one Sabata.
I mean, there's also only one Nick, but, well... We
It's
all
one and a
thank God
half.
a bit for that.
There's German Nick. He turns up
Yeah,
sometimes.
but he's not capable of Nicholas diving.
Nicholas dive. I had forgotten about that.
I hope Stephen with I hope Nelson is bat chesting right now. Whatever.
You're
the hell
gonna
that
have
means.
to translate
I
that
have
to
no
me.
idea. This is probably some Mason shit. Serves him by
Oh,
picking Viper.
I don't talk to Mason fans, I'm afraid.
Well, I keep wondering what a Mason is. Bat chesting is a Nordic family name.
I'm not sure that's
Oh
quite-
no! No! He's referring to the Sabata thing.
Oh dear. Alright, lots of illusions being shat out mid, but nothing is happening. This Naga is top of the net worth, but yeah, I feel like she's sucking all of the available farm that's on the map for Radiant, and nobody else is really getting very much.
Yeah, and like the thing about Naga, right, is rather than having your illusions farm here, you can have them farm behind the enemy tier 2s and just chuckle a bit.
Chuckle a bit. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you just get
they
to be
grouping
the
up
most
for a
annoying
smoke?
person in the world.
No,
Like-
the Dire team are just having a bit of a cuddle. I thought they were grouping up for a smoke, but they're just chilling together, having a little party in the mid lane.
Oh, we got complimented by Peter. Only the biggest brain casters on tonight, which can
can't-
only be genuine.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that means that we've got swelling in the brain, so...
Well, we'll talk to Connor about that. He's an expert. I mean, because he's a doctor, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Nelson Badgesting, also a Nordic name. Yeah, good times. Good times with the Badchester.
I'm gonna have to ask a Zoomer what bat chesting means is, because I've got no clue. Alright,
Good
PL is
sideline pressure
TPing
out
in.
from the Naga.
Yeah, is he gonna get the deny? No. Is he gonna scare the
But he
Naga
does
off?
now know which the real hero is. That's Song's committed. That's good value.
Hey, it looks really cool with the new Immortal.
Don't play Naga. Don't be that person.
I'm trying, but I only have one brain cell, which makes micro very
Don't
difficult.
play Naga.
Better
Fight going
Naga
on,
than
another 4v4
PL.
here. That's a
Fix gets
grip and
another-
the boat and oh, the hook! Trenchington Bear with the great hook, which
Yeah.
means there's only going to be one casualty in this fight, and I will give everyone 0 guesses as to who it is, because it is, of course, the Nelson Viper.
Yeah, he's having a rough one. He's almost, well, he's barely above the net worth of Fix at this
He is
point.
positively bat-chesting. Which apparently is when you are Ving.
Okay.
Which also doesn't mean English
That-
words.
That one I can understand.
I'm pretty sure if I asked for a definition of reeing, I would get it's when you're bat-chesting. Or possibly just bat-chest. Or two bat-chest? I'm not sure.
You'll have to ask the kids. Alright. It's time for Meat Mountain,
Yep,
which is
it is being
being kind
scouted
of...
out by the...
Yeah, but they're not gonna make it in
Naga,
time.
but yeah, I think you're right, I don't think they make it here.
Oh no!
Connor with the shot,
Connor's in!
gets roared, James does get the Aegis, Connor is incredibly dead. He is one of
He's
the most dead
extremely
people you've ever seen.
fucking dead. Yeah, Naga doesn't have a
Is
song for
dead.
10 seconds. He's,
And is another one of the most dead people you're going to see around.
yeah, I would describe him as very dead, yeah.
And then, of course, Nelson is very dead.
I would... I'm no biologist, but I'm pretty sure that he is no longer alive. Oh no, they've caught Trenchy as well.
He's alive!
Trenchy is alive, but I believe he is about to be X alive.
My mistake. My mistake. He's dead.
Fair exchange.
Excuse me a minute, everyone. Bat-chesting.
You are excused. So, the fight was long and drawn out. So the Dire don't actually have that long here before the entire Radiant team respawns, or maybe they're just really low level. Who knows?
Yeah, you're not going high ground, I think. Not without your Beastmaster. They do have a wagon, but
DK put some shit on the floor.
it's pretty crap shit. It's lower damage than the Black Dragon shit. But...
If your shit looks like that, speak to Connor.
Oh, apparently Ving is when you're soy champing.
Hey, that's a new one for me. I'm rather a big fan of soy milk, so I can't tell if this is an insult or not.
I don't know, but as with most Twitch things, I just assume it's vaguely homophobic.
Yeah, probably.
Like, people use the phrase soy boys or something like that, and I've no idea whether it is, but it sounds like it's probably meant to be homophobic.
Oh, no. I think it's because there was this whole misinformation thing about the phytoestrogens in soy milk making people who drink soy milk more effeminate. But the body doesn't actually process them that way. So, like, soy drinkers become more effeminate because of the plant estrogens in it or something.
Which, again, sounds pretty homophobic in how it's going to materialize in practice.
I guess. Oh! Semmel!
X!
Oh, no, he's
can
not
get the range!
in range! Oh. It was a good idea.
We've lost Illiderp, unfortunately. He's off to watch the Batchester Chronicles.
The creep wave top is way back at the Dire tier 2, but they're gonna slap the tower around with 10,000 PL illusions and Sunderhide anyway.
God damn it, Jack.
How do we report Jack?
I can just ban him if that helps.
I feel
actually,
like
I've
it's
given him
masking the
access to the master
symptom, but not
account,
dealing with the problem.
I gave him access to the master account, so he could also just unban himself. His power is in fact limitless.
Okay, Conker actually has a full date list now. He's having a lot of fun this game. Oh no, are they gonna catch G here? Run, G, run! He's got a full heart now, and he's most of the way to a butterfly as well.
I always feel bad for G.
Why?
Well, I mean, like, his younger brother was able to turn pro.
Care?
Young G? I'm sure there's a pro player called Young G.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I only pay
Plays-
attention
plays
to
for
like
Team
3
PUBG.
European teams, so. Lads, is it gay to drink soy milk? Oh no!
Oh,
they're
they've
gonna
songed the Naga song!
Oh! Great steal from
think.
Sabata, but shh.
Oh, no,
okay,
no, that was still the
Can
previously
they keep
held
a
song.
lockdown for long enough?
With the grip
Yes,
and
the
the
answer
roar
is
and
yes.
then everything
Yeah,
else.
shoot.
And then
Okay.
a good mirror image from Sabata to get himself stuck.
Oh, good shit from Sabata there. Unfortunate for G.
Apparently it's not very bad. You see, this isn't annoying me. I'm finding this funny. It's going to be annoying Steven a lot because he's like, guys, that's not what bad chesting means. Guys, that's not what bad chesting is. guys, come on.
Oh dear. So
That's my Steven impression. That's how he talks.
yes, for sure. Recognizing that all of the Dire heroes TP'd for that Naga, the Radiant are making a push top, so they took the outpost. They're going for this tier 2, trying to make some kind of trade.
They're going to get it. but
Meanwhile,
there's going to be a tier 3
PL
bot.
is capital O online and is shitting out illusions at a rate of knots.
Knots isn't actually that quick.
I wouldn't know.
Like, nautical miles are shit. Give me real miles any day.
I will take your word for it. There's a considerable amount of shit on the ground.
Oh, they blink hex the PL, and I think they're going to die for blink hexing the PL.
I
Question
think
whether
so
it'll just be Pizza or
too.
if it'll be the whole team.
Oh,
they've
hook
hooked on
onto the Conker, but I'm not sure you want to hook him.
Kunka wasn't sure that they didn't want to hook him, so the BKB was
That's
using
true,
Kunka
that's
walked
true.
away. Ah,
PL just chipping away
second
here.
favourite city after Manchester is where? Batchestingham?
My PC is lagging, so it's a good thing you're obsing, because all of these illusions are making it sad.
That's fine, my brain is lagging, so.
The story of my life. So, Dire managed to take a rack, so they've got a 19k lead. not really much punished from the Radiant for it. There's no Aegis on the Dire team, but they don't really care. More shit on the ground, but PL just doesn't care.
PL has a heart, so PL's just going to shove this all off. And the end of the game, it feels like Naga and PL are going to have the same items, and we're going to have felt the impact of the PL a lot more, I think.
Yep. Naga has her butterfly now, but it's not really... It doesn't really do very
That's
much.
just 2 lanes down.
Yeah,
Sabata's
just-
going to be the sacrifice, I think. Yeah.
They get Trenchy in exchange for Sabata, but yeah, like it just doesn't feel like the Radiant could do very much about this.
I expect we'll see Dire just run it down the last lane, maybe after having done Meat Mountain for the second time.
Yeah, they miss Meat Mountain again.
Yeah, but they've got Hawks, right? So they can just whack a Hawk in there. They're going to opt
which-
not to, but...
Or not, yeah, that's fine.
oh,
They know
Mustard
that
has an
the-
axe.
What does the axe do? Is that the Axis thing? Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So I guess it's for the Naga illusions?
Yeah, I think he should have a BKB in his shard.
He's getting a BKB next.
Yeah, but his shard's really good. Grump.
Okay, illusions, duking it out with illusions.
And the illusions won.
And the illusions one. Are they gonna find... Oh, Roche doesn't spawn for another 30 seconds, but I think both teams are aware that it's probably gonna happen sometime soon. Pizza finds the Hawk. But not the D ward on this high ground ward in the corner of the Radiant Triangle. Custard stealing CS from his PL there. Okay, tier 4s are coming out now. Leveler, Spell Prism, Trickster Cloak. Yeah, it looks like they're just running down top, you're right.
Yeah, I think they're going to really struggle to deal with this Ancient Thunderhide. Also the PL hero, but you know, Ancient Thunderhide too.
Yeah.
They even brought some catapults along.
This big splash on the ground, but it's not really helping that much. Trenchy and Pizza just fucking pop.
Song. Using the song to gang up on the Kunkka, but his BKB expired. So
Kunkka
good time
has...
to follow up. I think Kunkka's possibly dead here.
He's fine, he's got 4.5k health.
Well, not left. And the run's going to take Kunkka down to 1 health, I would expect. Oh no, 600.
He's Gucci. Nelson and Connor, on the other hand, I
Everyone
would describe
else.
as distinctly not Gucci.
Right, more Prada.
Hmm.
Ho ho.
Yep.
And that's the mega creeps. For when being a regular creep isn't enough, get mega creeps.
Yeah. Not sure Radiant can really chase into this, but I guess they don't have much left to fight for, so... Yep, PL just
Maybe
doesn't
they
care.
can kill PL? PL is out of mana. I don't know what they just fingered.
No. No! He sticked and had the mana
This
to
is
double out.
Scandalous. And
Pizza gets
dies.
sniped. And that's her dieback, yeah. Oh, almost hooked. But
And
yeah,
scandal complete.
James just walks out. Woof.
Yeah, Naga and PL have exactly the same items, except PL has a wand and Naga doesn't. QED wand is the best item in the game. Decisive. Item of the
That's the
patch
only
wand.
conclusion I can draw too.
Well, I'm just
Oh
saying,
no,
if we just think
PL
about
has a
win
shot.
rate,
PL has a shot.
if things can only be the best hero of the patch or best item in the patch based on win rate, this is the clearest study we can get, with all variables possibly controlled for. that wand's the
I'm not
best item.
sure about your sample size there, Nathan.
Look, we've controlled for literally every variable. This is science.
The
You're meant
the
to be a
reviewers
scientist.
might have something to say about that.
So Radiant scanning out the Roche.
Ugh, it is past my bedtime.
And Dire are going to go clear up some Meat Mountain and then end the game.
Yeah, it's a little bit sad that the Radiant scan ended just before they walked in, so...
Yes, but I'm also a little bit glad for Radiant that we get to see them fight in their base and not fight in the Roche pit.
That's true as well,
'Cause
yeah. I
it's always
don't
a
know
little
if...
bit better watching people lose in their base and not lose in the Roche pit.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, Roche puts Radiant win Gaben puts the Radiant win probability at 1%.
Higher than I do.
Yeah.
This is going to be a 1-1 then, isn't it? Yeah. Love a good 1-1.
Yeah. It means that the spreadsheet enthusiasts have to do a lot more maths to figure out the playoff chances and that kind of thing, so I'm sure they'll be happy.
Also just makes the teams feel a bit more even.
Oh, BKBs are being pressed.
I think it's possible, Custard, that warming the already gripped target might be called unnecessary.
Yeah, but it worked, didn't it?
I would go with most things will work for them at this point. Like, they could try just doing some bat chesting, and I bet that'd work quite well.
Fucking bat chesting. Oh.
Nicely done by Pizza. Oh, oh! The Hawk pops onto Pizza and survives on 23 health.
Middle tower is under attack.
That's the glyph used. Fire back on the Viper.
I'm not sure how they're gonna hold with their DK hero dead. I think my computer's gonna melt in about 10 seconds with all of the illusions and the creeps.
There's the roar, and oh, Nelson was going to die, but Trenchy came in with the big save.
I'm not sure it means anything at this
It
point.
doesn't, because their throne is dead. but-
Naga was in the animation for her song there, but it's not quite enough. 1-1.
1-1 indeed.
Whew. It's an interesting one because I feel like both games, like each winning team looked very dominant. So do you
Yes.
think it was mostly down to like draft and execution then, or are these teams very evenly matched?
I think they're probably quite evenly matched.
Okay.
Obviously, I think Dire were playing with a notably punishing substitution in Sam
Yeah.
for Alex.
yeah, of
Because
course,
not least
I'd
because it was
forgotten.
Custard onto a core bowl, which in game one he
It's-
certainly looked less comfortable on.
Decent on some core,
He looked
but yeah,
less comfortable in game one.
yeah.
But I also think Dire did a very good job game two. And they made the Kunkel look very good as well.
Yes, yeah. I was a little bit concerned at during the laning stage after seeing the PL like fuck off at level 2, just fuck this shit, I'm going jungling. But he actually didn't die at all, and in fact neither did Emil or Fix, which is really impressive.
Yeah.
Well done, guys.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to bed. It's way past my bedtime.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Thanks for
Right.
co-casting with me.
Thanks, Yam. Bye, everyone.
Good